University of Madras and ME at Kamaraj University, PGDCA at Alagappa University. He pursued his doctoral degree at Anna University. Talking about his professional experience, he has 23 years of experience in teaching and training. He owned Agilent VEE original software in the Agilent Education Symposium conducted by Agilent Technologies India Private Limited, Delhi at Bangalore, and was awarded as leading health professionals of the world 2008 by International Biographical Center, Cambridge, England. He involved himself in the World Bank assisted project and also one of the project investigator in MHRD NMEICT project. He also involved himself in various MHRD AICTE projects. He published and presented more than 60 papers in national international journals and conference, workshops, and seminars. He acted as chairperson in various conference, seminars, and symposium, and acted as guide doctoral committee member for PhD, and as external examiner for PhD, PG, and UG programs. Sir, we are pleased to welcome you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let me give you a few minutes, sir. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yes, please.
Please, sir. Now the screen is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hope you are able to see my full screen.
It's clear, sir, and you are audible, sir. Please.
Okay, good, great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So, good morning to all. Respected Principal Dr. A. Shankar Subramanian, Coordinator Dr. K. Indra Devi, Head of the Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering, Co-Coordinators Mrs. J. Menaka, Mrs. S. Umamageshwari, and all other faculty members from Geology Polytechnic Coimbatore, all other participants from all over India. So it's indeed my great pleasure to join this AST IST sponsored refresher induction program on smart city and smart society being conducted from today, 27th December 2021 to 1st January 2022. Because when Madam Indra Devi approached me, because I was telling, because smart city and smart society is the future actually. Wherever you are going to see, already is happening actually. Most of you may be knowing this. Actually, we are all in industry 4.0, which is going to be called as actually, or we are calling this already a cyber physical system, which is going on. But industry 4.0 will be changed to industry 5.0 within few years. They want to give the name itself as society 5.0. It will not be like industry 4.0. They want to say that is they call smart society. Okay, I was really happy to see the title smart city, smart society. So even though people feel like smart city is like related to civil, because construction later they say everything is now by electrical, electronics, or communication, or computers, or instrumentation, or IT, everything is combined. Okay, it's not like olden days only automobile means only mechanical people, because now we are going to have self-driving car. That is like we can call this a smart car. For example, assume you are going on the road by that type of car. So there is no need to do anything. Just you are going to keep your mobile, keep this 0, or like Google Map everybody is having. You are going to put Chennai to Coimbatore, that's all. That is GRG Polytechnic. So I can relax. Okay, I can read books, I can work with laptop, or I can drink coffee or take lunch. No issue. Automatically the vehicle will be going. Just think how it is going. Take a signal. Okay, assume there is a signal. So where you are going to have red, orange, yellow light, green light. So with our brain, with our vision, what we do, we are able to identify is a red or orange or green. Accordingly, we reduce acceleration or put a brake. So we are doing by, as a human being, we are doing as per the command from our brain. But when you are going to have the self-driving car, what is going to happen is, so we are going to have different cameras. For example, like imaging later this. to capture the lights or these things, we are going to have a camera in our car. So which is going to see that if it is red, from long distance it will identify, then it will automatically take that, like image or video processing will happen, where we are going to have the data. There also the big data is going to do a lot of things. The signal is going to a cloud. Okay, we call web server. Okay, is going to do like a cloud computing. So within fraction of second, we are going to have the signal which is going to server and which is going to do all this machine learning or artificial intelligence, deep learning, whatever you call. All these concepts are going to think, okay, immediately there is a red. Okay, it's green, automatically it can go, or red is there. So immediately it has to reduce the acceleration, put the brake. That is through actuator technique it is going to do. So whatever we do, this small example, or assume somebody is coming, giving a horn. So there the signal processing is going to work. Or some car is going in front of me, it is going to see. So the future will be everything is like this. Okay. A smart city. I think because all the officials from AST, they might have already attended, they might have given a talk, inaugural address also. So as a keynote, what I want to say is, as a smart city, simple thing, simple example to remember for you. Take a street light. You are having the street light. Olden days, you can see most of the time, even daytime, the lights will be on. But slowly our microprocessor, microcontroller concepts came, where they put like 6 p.m. it has to automatically switch off. Morning 6 a.m. it has to, sorry, that is 6 p.m. evening, when the sunlight reduces, around 6 p.m. it has to switch on the lights. Morning around 6 a.m. it has to switch off. But if you see the present conditions, especially like summer time or winter time, it will change. Winter around 5:30 it is getting dark, so we have to switch on. So automatically, but it will, as per Sunday technology, it will switch on only at 6 p.m. But when you are going to have this type of good sensors, we are having a light sensors nowadays, which will see the sunlight. If lighting is reduced, automatically it switch on the street light. Morning, if it is dark, even up to 6:37, light will be there. So when it is reduced, or when it is coming out, sunlight is coming out, you are going to switch off that. All these things are going to happen automatically. This is the concept of whether it's a smart city or smart home. Everybody is having home now. Okay, in your light house, you are switching on the light. But already it has changed. When you are going, okay, like when the sunlight is reduced, automatically in our house, it will go on. So these things are going to happen. Smart city also is going to happen. And you are going to have this type of society. Society means all technologies, everything is there. You are going to call this as smart society. So the topic is really interesting one. I am sure you are going to have a lot of ideas, because this type of smart society we are going to see. Everything automatic now. Okay, it will be smart health. See, I always tell the smart health. Okay, I'll get in detail later. Just for remembrance, I am telling you. So as on date, if I want to take a ECG, so what is happening? I always go to a technician, and we go to that is a technician. He will connect like 12 lead systems. Then what we are going to do? We are going to connect like the 12 leads. Okay, right arm, right leg, left leg, and chest. We are going to have 6 leads. So this is what we are going to do this. Okay. So 12 leads, you are going to get the ECG. But now I'm sure most of you are knowing, like smart watches are coming nowadays, where people are able to find out like BP. Even like Samsung has come out with smart watch with this. Okay. What you are going to have is no need to have all these leads. You are going to have sensor. Okay, smart sensor, where you are going to just touch it. There is a sensor. Okay. In your like a watch, you are going to touch like this for 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds, you are able to get a ECG waveform. Okay, you can see like a printout, you can get it. And the same signal, okay, ECG waveform can be transmitted to a doctor who is at remote place. He may be traveling, but he can see through his mobile. Or it may be same time, okay, everything is happening. In the hospital, you can see like a medical information system, some computerized monitoring will be there, which will be seen by the different nurses, like patient name, this name, GK, okay, this. If any issue is there, immediately they will take care. So their technology is going to come. Everybody is going to have like this type of watches with us. Okay, no need to depend on the technicians. So everything, smart home, okay, lighting, like where I can show later. Okay, like everything is available, even to open the gate. Everything is home. Whatever you are going to have, you are going to have the smart city. Okay, we are all in the smart city, or we are all in the smart society. Okay, but everything, whatever you are going to have, okay, it may be even you take this, okay, like renewable energy, we are telling that for smart society, we have to have a smart houses, a smart city. We have to have the power. Okay, even you may be having any type of power, it may be wind or solar, whatever you are having, no problem. There also people started using sensors in the wind turbines. Okay, you are going to have sensors, or solar panels, you are going to have a sensor. So what is going to happen is the sensor is going to find out, okay, how much is their production. Based on that, there is no need to do manual. Okay, everything automatically will be distributed. Wherever it's not there, less it will be. I don't know how many of you recently went to any good hotel or like 5-star hotels. So all the rooms now it's coming like a smart room, I can say. At least minimum I'm telling, at least from your mobile, it is possible to switch on the lights, switch on the air condition. Even it is possible to open the window screen. I've seen that some of the hotels. So this is how the technology is changing. Okay, all these things are happening. We are going to see a lot of changes. Okay, it may be city services or home area, pollution, energy, safety, security, communications, video surveillance, central monitoring, traffic monitoring, transportation monitoring, everything. Okay, so here also you can see, okay, anything. This is what I told you, like smart street lights, gas, water leakage detection, intelligent shopping, smart environment, smart education. Okay, but mainly this IoT is going to play a vital role here. Okay, whatever you talk, Internet of Things is going to play a vital role. Okay, that is what I want to discuss in detail. Okay, because this is what people call Industry 4.0. Now we are going to have a society. It's called Society 5.0. Okay, you can see here, which is like this. Okay, you will be able to see in any options. Okay, you can see here. That is how it developed. Olden days. Okay, it was Industry 1.0, then 2.0, then 3.0. All of us have seen a great industrial society. Okay, then we are all now with the information society or Industry 4.0. Okay, where the sort of distribution of information, especially the cloud computing concept has come recently. Those days we are telling it web servers, all these concepts, but this now everything is going to cloud. Like example, we are all having email. Okay, everybody is using Google Drive. Okay, Gmail. Okay, what is happening? Whatever mail I am sending, we don't know where it is. So it is stored in some place which we are all accessing. Nobody knows that. Okay, only the server people who are maintaining, they knows. So that is why the Society 5.0 is going to come. Everything is going to be useful for the society. That's what they want to say. Okay, I can explain later also. And slowly the concept is going to call like this. Okay, cyber physical system. Okay, everything. Okay, where I'll explain later. Because simple thing I told you, like a human being is there means we are going to use something like sensor. Okay, it is like a physical thing. Cyber is we are connecting. Okay, like from here, when I'm going to take the ECG, there is a sensor. Within few seconds, the signal is going to a server, which is at long distance. That is cloud computing may happen. That is communication, and that is cyber, all this concept. Then you are going to have the calculation, all these things are going to come. Okay, that is why cyber physical system. Okay, where you are going to use lot of databases, lot of technologies like AI, big data processing, cyber security, networks, robotics, energy saving. There's many we are going to do. Anyway, most of the experts are going to discuss in detail, but just for idea, I want to tell you. So we are going to have this type of society 5.0. Okay, I don't know how many of you are aware of sustainable development goals from Millennium because I'm happy to share that from 2014 to 2018, I was in Philippines and I had a chance to visit around 20 countries where we had conducted different programs for the past that 4 years. So where I understood this this SDG is going to play. Okay, it's very important. MDGs, Millennium Development Goals, where we had only 8 goals, but in the SDG we are having 17 goals. Okay, no poverty, no hunger. Okay, many are there. Mainly, if you observe this, good health. Okay, there is third one, and fourth is quality education. Okay, other 17 are there, but timing I want to do because that is why people started giving quality education out. Wherever we are telling quality education. So to achieve these things, lot of things are a lot of technology. Okay, IoT as I mentioned, or AI, robot, drone, sensors, 3D printing. Okay, take anything. Okay, everywhere, mobile computing, edge computing, cloud computing, 5G technology, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. Okay, big data, everything is going to play. Okay, even that augmented reality, virtual reality is going to play a vital role. Okay, it's going to be very much useful for education also. So all the technology, wherever you take, it is going to change. We cannot tell that I am still learning only the olden days, that equipment like that. Whatever we have studied, we are going to tell our students with some applications. IoT, how we are doing. Okay, we should be ready for this. The society 5.0 is going to change a lot. Okay, because the cyber physical system for small society we call. Everything, okay, we are going to have lot of institutions are giving lot of even some PhD scholarship. Everybody started concentrating for this CPS, cyber physical system. So this is what is going to happen. Okay, everywhere the technology is going to change. Mainly the IoT, Internet of Things, is going to play a vital role. Okay, as I told, like big data is going to play a vital role because I told you from my body, the ECG, when I take, some signals are traveling. Okay, it is communicating, maybe communicating to Wi-Fi or through mobile data, it is going to transfer from my place to other place. Then from there, it is going to the web server. Okay, all these things are going to happen. Everything is because of this technology. Whatever you say, finally this electronics, instrumentation, communication, computer science, IT, or whatever, everything like civil people, everything is going to link only because of these type of devices. It may be mobile communication or VSAT communication, or it may be microwave communication or satellite communication or Wi-Fi we call, or it may be through even like web servers, different devices. So we are going to use these things. Okay, for all these things, this is very important. Whatever I say, this IoT or whatever smart city, whatever society, smart society or society 5.0, we have to have very good internet connectivity. Especially the wireless connectivity is going to play a vital role. Okay, I was telling about the car. Always I tell to the people, because actually even when I travel from one place to other place, okay, like if I go up to Coimbatore by car, if I go on talking, actually with, I'm still managing with the BSNL, it's using GSM technology, not CDMA. So GSM technology, a lot of disconnections because it's not like handing over. Okay, it's not taking place. So disconnections are there. Assume a car is going. Okay, if some disconnections happen, what will happen? This is what always we say. Whatever positive, as an engineer or as a faculty member, we have to think these things. Suddenly we are going. Okay, so when we are going long distance, because we are telling everything will take care of by mobile. Okay, mobile signal or your internet signal from capturing signal through signal processing or image processing through the other vehicles or about the orange lights, yellow light, green or red, whatever. All these things we are responsible. This internet is going to play a vital role. Luckily, because from 2G spectrum, we got like 3G, 4G is going on now. LTE we are all using. So we are going to get 5G within few months or years. Already 6th generation. Okay, 6G is in the process. Maybe within 10 years, people are telling. Already a lot of research are going on. This is happening. But we should be ready to manage this. So if this problem comes, internet technology, something happens, we are in trouble. So if you are going to do some research, try to do that. I always tell that also. Even people started telling in this all the smart cars, we are going to have e-vehicles, okay, electric vehicles. But my question is, when I go for even putting a petrol, I have to spend a lot of time. Assume e-charging is happening because it's taking long time. And I'm going like 500 kilometers, 1000 kilometers by car, automatic car, self-driving car. If something happens, what will happen? Okay, charging is taking more time. What to do this? So this issue we have to take care. So anybody is from electrical, you think do some projects or apply for the project under DSD or MHRD or wherever. Okay, international project also you apply. Try to get electrical people how to do this instrumentation later. Like you can think what type of e-charging, that is charging station can be done. It should be quick, that's all. What I want in India, different countries, they are doing different things. Even through WhatsApp, I saw a video because the buses, big travel buses are going. So it is going just standing like this, just few seconds. It is fully charged in the top. Okay, they are doing like a train have the top like this. So within few seconds this happens. But I want more speed or more stations should be there. Okay. So whether internet or electricity or e-vehicles, everything is going to play a vital role. Okay, this is what I told you, Industry 4.0, where these machines, everything is automated now. Take anything. Okay, you might have seen like robotics. It may be petrochemical plant or it may be power plant. Whatever you take, you are going to see food processing industry, assembling. We are all mostly electrical, electronics, communication, instrumentation, or computer, IT. Some of the civil people may be there or mechanical. Okay, so everything is automatic. Take mechanical, this type of cars. So all these things are happening automatically. Okay, I'm happy with the technology. Always I feel my worry also that assume everything is coming automatic, what will happen to Indians or foreign people, employees, laborers? Already we are more than 130 crores. So what will happen to our people? Okay, you have to think whatever technology is coming is going to give a lot of job opportunities. Okay, it's a debatable one. Okay, so a lot of positive is there. Some of the negative things are also there. So we have to think, okay, when you are going to office, okay, so you are going, okay, traveling. There are a lot of things are happening. So autonomous car, okay, it is going to be used anywhere. Okay, so that is going to help us. Okay, autonomous car is going to, but I always think what will happen to the drivers. Okay, so we have to think something, okay, which is reality. So everywhere we are going to enjoy. Actually, technology-wise, I'm really happy. Olden days we are putting gear, then nowadays automatic gear has come. So future we are going to have self-driving car, sit and relax. And I can do my work. Okay, like backseater, I can do, automatically go. But technology-wise, really good. You have to think by other side also. So they should be given other opportunity. Like drone, people are telling. Drone is going to deliver food. Really, really great. Okay, because you can see Swiggy or Zomato people are moving here and there and they deliver the food. Okay, these are all, whatever we are doing already, we are all in smart society, I can tell. If drone comes and deliver to you, okay, that's all. Nowadays, even for the cleaning, you can see advertisement is coming, a small robot like this, so which is cleaning your house. Everywhere we introduce. But barely we are losing in the job also. But they have to develop the latest skills and they have to do this. And as I told you, the artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. So all these concepts are very important for the smart driving also. Okay, this is what is going to happen. So already people are using this type of thing. See, a car is going in front of this. So automatically, okay, even though the person is reading some book, automatically the car will find out, oh, some movement is there and it is going to reduce the speed. Whatever a human being or human driver is going to do, the same thing is going to be done by them. Okay, no issue. A lot of things are there. And especially I always say, whatever you do, smart city or smart home or smart society, this will be very much helpful for the society, especially for the senior people. You can see a data which is available. In 2015, world population was 7.3 billion. But population of over 65 years was 600 million. By 2050, we are expecting around 9.6 billion. And by 2050, the population over will be 1.5 billion. That means they call like 105% increase. So you think now, whatever you do, the technology, it is going to help them. Like there is no need for them to go to the ECG, take a ECG. They are ready to pay the money. So in the watch, if you are going to have this, okay, like a sensor, you'll be able to get that. So all the temperature or whatever BP, everything can be monitored in the remote. That is the advantage. Okay, people can be ready with this. Okay, the changes are happening, so be ready with that. So a lot of people are doing this. Okay, you can see a lot of changes actually. Okay, because olden days, I tell to the especially senior teachers also, because nowadays generation X we call or Z, we call. Okay, all these people, what is happening? They were all doing this. Okay, that youngsters, they are all very well experts. They are having the mobile phones, they use games, everything. Our students or your son or daughter, my son, daughter, everybody are expert, especially in the computer related. Okay, but unfortunately, we are not able to cope up with it because our parents have not given the mobile phone to us, or even we are afraid to access those things, the electronic equipment those days. But now we give our mobile phone to people, so our son or daughter, they are enjoying this. So why I am telling is, the youngsters who are they are going to come to our peers, they're all well versed with this technology. So they may be having more ideas, smart city or smart society or whatever, smart home, whatever you want to say. So as a teacher, we should be ready for that. I cannot say, sir, I am an English teacher, I am a science teacher, or I am maths teacher, or I am electrical person, I don't know. Because for electrical also, this IoT or the smart city concept is going to be useful. Civil person, everywhere they have to know. Okay, so we cannot say, okay, whatever you do, without human interaction, you have to do that. That's all. That is what is happening. Automatically, it has to direct the lights. Okay, whether it's light is less or more. So it has to switch on or switch off accordingly. Because why I'm telling is, for this technology, telephone to reach 50 million years, it took 75 years. Automobile, 62 years. Electricity, 46 years. But at last, you can see even mobile phones took 12 years. Internet took 7 years. Facebook took only 4 years. WeChat is like WhatsApp, which is used in China, Bhutan. Because wherever I go, it may be WhatsApp or Viber or WeChat or even Kakao. When I went to visit South Korea, I had to use it. I think Mongolia, China, I have to use the WeChat. Okay, it's like this. Bhutan also. So whichever country we are using, because that is famous in that particular country. So I used to download it and use it. But to our surprise, this WeChat took only 1 year to reach 50 million users. Think about it. Similarly, the Pokemon Go, just 19 days. That much kids are playing this. So we should be ready for this. Okay, whatever smart society or smart city concept, what you are going to discuss for 1 week. Okay, for everything, this internet is important. Senior people might have attended some of my sessions, because 1996 I joined NITER Chennai. That those days were TTTI. So what has happened? Those days only 56 kilobits per second was there. We had the telephone line. Telephone line was used. Okay, only 56 kbps. That was the day. Okay, dial-up connectivity we are using. And slowly 64 kbps line came. That was ISDN, Integrated Service Digital Network. Then the lease line concept came. Okay, there was a telephone line which was given to your institute. From there, I was connecting like through a local area network. It was there. But now all the central government institutions and central universities, we are all given 1 gigabits per second or 1000 Mbps through National Knowledge Network. What I am saying is, this network is playing a vital role, especially internet, because I don't know how much was used those days, but as per the research survey, they said like 168 million emails are sent in 60 seconds. Like 3.7 lakhs minutes of voice calls are going in Skype. Or 600 plus new videos are used in YouTube. So nobody expected all these things like search queries. Okay, many things are there. So where the speed is going to play a vital role. This is what I told you, but this is in another format. You can see the difference now. Industry 1.0, 2.0 and 3.0 and 4.0, where we call this as cyber physical systems. Industry 4.0, people call cyber physical system, where you can see here, it's a complex cyber physical systems which synergizes production with digital technology, internet things, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, machine learning and cloud computing. 1 second, please. Okay, cyber physical system. So the industry 4.0, if you see, everything, whatever I told you, okay, it is related to all those things, additive manufacturing, Internet of Things. Okay, you are going to see all these things. People can use it. So the technology is used by many people. So people can do this. Okay. So different countries it was started. So people call in different names. So we should be ready for this. Okay. So you can play whatever is available. Everything is there. Okay. So we can start playing with this. All the things. Okay. Whatever IoT is there. Because I want all the students and faculty members to analyze what is available and try to do some project or research. Many are doing, because I used to go for many PhD vivas nowadays, where I have observed. So many people are doing, including like wireless sensor they used to do. Many changes are happening. Many technologies people are using. So I want the teachers who are attending this program, please start your work, whatever you are doing, projects, everything, apply for the project is in IR4. Okay. So people call this smart manufacturing. Okay, this is how it changed. As I told you, maybe IoT platforms, mobile devices, cloud computing, augmented reality, 3D printing, smart sensors, we should be ready for this. Okay, so whatever you do, all this is going to be useful. Okay, don't think that only I'm going to use one particular program. So whether it's a big data or cloud computing, this is also going to play a vital. Be ready for this. Okay. All these things, people. Okay. Actually, whether you are from instrumentation or the branch, just know what is happening in the world. Maybe related to big data analytics, autonomous robots, which I told you. Because wherever you see now robots, even the serving food, it is done by robots in some places. Okay. Simulation, digital twins, horizontal vertical systems, industrial IoTs, cyber security, technology, cloud, additive manufacturing, artificial intelligence, augmented reality. Okay, like virtual reality or mixed reality, I told you. All these things are going to change. But everywhere we are going to have this big data. Data is going to play. Okay, big data is not a magic. It doesn't matter how much data you have if you can't make sense of it. Whatever you do, because when I used to discuss about ICT for education training or technology enabled learning, always I say internet is there. Like websites we are using, NPTEL, SWAYAM, edX, Coursera, Udemy. Okay, everything is different websites. Whenever you are going to put the address like www.swam.com, okay, immediately you are going to get. So the NPTEL or whatever co.in or whatever the address you are having, how it is happening? Because the data. So in and around me, I'm having olden days we are having used TP cable. Now we are using a wireless cable. Wireless is happening through wireless access point. So the data is available everywhere. So we should be ready for that. Okay. So that area is also working a lot. You can see different technologies which is going to be there. Okay. So now we should be ready to customize, okay, the available thing, we have to start using this technology. Okay, this is what I told you, cyber physical system, where you have control, communication, computation. Because whatever you are doing, physical component like sensors, everything. Each purpose I may be using different sensors. So it is going to be communicated and it will be computation, where we are going to have AI, VAE or AI, because the artificial learning, machine learning, deep anything you can use. So the cyber physical system is a collaborating computation element controlling physical entities. So the CPS are physical and engineering systems whose operations are monitored, coordinated, controlled, and integrated by computing and communication code. So they allow us to add the capabilities to physical systems by merging computing and communicator with physical process. Because we are going to have a sensor. Okay, there is a physical entity. Okay, where the control, everything will be there. So you have to do computation like classification or whatever you are doing, or it has to identify when the car is going. Okay, or similarly, it has to do any type of communication. So now I am working in the office. So I have Wi-Fi now. Suddenly, if power goes, something internet goes, means what I'll do, I'll change to from Wi-Fi, I'll change to mobile data. Automatically also we used to do. Okay, we can do that. Suddenly, if both goes, some issue is there, my laptop or PC system not coming, means immediately what we do, I use hotspot. Only thing, you have to have internet with you. Okay, this is what is happening. So be ready for that. Okay, it's anytime, any place. So okay, just for a few minutes you can see a video. It is everything of cyber physical systems. So it is going to revolutionize. So where the smart city concept or smart society, all these things are coming now. Okay, you can see here, everything is going to
The
come.
world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. The quote from The Economist in 2017 holds true even more so today. Data in the 21st century is like oil in the 18th century. As we've seen in our previous videos, Internet of Things is one of the pillars of the fourth industrial revolution. With the increase in adoption of different technologies such as machine learning, augmented reality, cyber physical systems, and Internet of Things, the world of digital transformation is about to take another leap in the next few years. According to the famous futurist Ray Kurzweil, we are living in one of the most exhilarating times in human history. The evidence of dramatic change is all around us, and it's happening at exponential speed. Humans are linear by nature. We tend to link events up logically in a linear flow through space and time, so it is difficult and against our intuition for our minds to comprehend the technological changes that are happening now. So here's another way to think about it. Take 30 steps linearly and you get to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, step 30, you're at 30. With exponential growth, it's 1, 2, 4, 8, step 30, you're at a billion. So taking 30 linear steps is not going to get you very far, but taking 30 exponential steps will be the equivalent of traveling around the world 26 times. Fundamental measures of information technology follow a surprisingly predictable and exponential trajectories based on the Moore's law. In 1965, engineer Gordon Moore predicted that the number of transistors on a chip would double every 2 years. More than half a century later, this trend continues despite predictions that it cannot last much longer. Computers have been shrinking from filling up a room to filling up your pocket, all while becoming way more powerful and cheaper. The technological advancements around the world is directly proportional to the growth of global automation, which is driven by the Internet of Things and cyber physical systems. These systems will provide the foundation of our critical infrastructure, form the basis of emerging and future smart services, and improve the quality of our life in many areas. While Internet of Things takes care of the connections between objects and machines to the Internet, cyber physical systems are machines in which a mechanism is controlled or monitored by computer-based algorithms. Other phrases that you might hear when discussing Internet of Things and cyber physical systems are smart anything, manufacturing, agriculture, cities, buildings, homes, pills, you name it. Connected machines will interact, visualize, and make decisions autonomously. One of the data sources that feed the algorithms comes from the smart sensor systems in real applications. For example, in the healthcare sector, the data collected by smart sensors can help medical professionals understand critical situations faster and more accurately and enable patients to be more informed about their conditions and improvements. The data, along with the devices themselves, are creating the Internet of Medical Things, a sophisticated health tech ecosystem that will pave the way for new technologies such as medical kiosks. When you think of medical devices, you often think of devices such as blood pressure monitors, glucose systems, or smartwatches. However, the US Food and Drug Administration have approved smart pills with an ingestion tracking system. The global smart pills technology market is expected to register a substantial growth in the future, owing to the increased prevalence of gastrointestinal disease, sedentary lifestyle, and high patient compliance on account of minimally invasive techniques. The medicine of the future is expected to be data-driven and, thus, highly personalized. The AI-based computerized diagnostics will basically change our comprehension of well-being. But that is not all. According to Kurzweil, we can scale the devices down to a few billionth of a meter. He predicts that by the end of the decade, we will have cell-sized nanobots in brains that connect us to the internet. There are already companies that are working on implant devices, which connect the computers directly into the brain. Neuralink, which is founded by Elon Musk, is developing implantable brain-machine interfaces. These brain-machine interfaces hold promise for the restoration of sensory and motor function and the treatment of neurological disorders. Researchers have demonstrated human neuroprosthetic control of computer cursors, robotic limbs, and speech synthesizers using no more than 256 electrodes. Musk thinks his direct brain-to-machine interface would help humans avoid becoming house cats to artificial intelligence. Humans, like computers, could be updated with additional intelligence in the future. This is not the only frontier that Elon is involved in. Besides Neuralink, Musk co-founded and leads Tesla, SpaceX, and the Boring Company. Tesla specializes in electric vehicle manufacturing, and they are already redefining the auto industry. In the next 10 years, the auto industry will undergo a profound transformation. The cars it builds, the companies that build them, and the consumers who buy them will look significantly different. Once found only in science fiction, fully autonomous cars are being tested on roads today, and the first commercially available autonomous cars could be on the road in the next 1 to 2 years. Connected cars, communicating with each other and with the larger world, will not only reduce accidents and ease traffic, they will have powerful effects beyond the auto industry. Insurers, for example, will have new ways to monitor driver behavior, reward good drivers, and distribute costs to the bad ones. And ride-sharing companies can better connect idle cars with the customers that need them. Another company that wants to revolutionize the autonomous driving is AutoX, a self-driving car tech startup backed by Alibaba. According to Zhao, CEO and founder of AutoX, the pandemic has made our society realize that we need self-driving cars for situations like this. Robo-taxi with its self-disinfecting capabilities and driverless logistics could save lots of lives. Another industry that will be most heavily affected by the rapid technology changes, such as Internet of Things and cyber-physical systems, is the manufacturing industry. Smart machines can work with humans for co-assembly tasks, but they can also operate autonomously and communicate directly with manufacturing systems. Leveraging the capabilities of the Internet of Things, these machines are able to access highly computing resources and carry on work beyond what they are initially programmed to do. By evaluating sensory input and distinguishing between different product configurations, these machines can solve problems and make decisions independently. This will have a strong impact on the factories of the future. For example, advanced manufacturing processes and rapid prototyping will make possible for each customer to order one-of-a-kind product without significant cost increase. Collaborative virtual factory platforms will drastically reduce cost and time associated to new product design and engineering of the production process by exploiting complete simulation and virtual testing throughout the product lifecycle. Advanced human-machine interaction and augmented reality devices will help increasing safety in production plants and reducing physical demand to workers. Machine learning will be fundamental to optimize the production processes, both for reducing lead times and reducing the energy consumption. Cyber-physical systems and machine-to-machine communication will allow to gather and share real-time data from the shop floor in order to reduce idle times by conducting extremely effective predictive maintenance. Agriculture industry is also experiencing a fourth revolution triggered by the exponentially increasing use of information technology. This industry has seen many revolutions, whether the domestication of animals and plants a few thousand years ago, the systematic use of crop rotations and other improvements in farming practice a few hundred years ago, or the Green Revolution with systematic breeding and the widespread use of man-made fertilizers and pesticides a few decades ago. As the world's population booms towards 9 billion by 2050, the demand for agricultural products, food, fiber, and fodder will rise dramatically. There are several smart solutions that can be implemented and scaled up in order to improve yields and meet growing food production demands. IoT sensors for light, humidity, temperature, soil moisture, crop health, etc. enable farmers to monitor the field conditions from anywhere. They can also utilize intelligent drones to track the routine activities of crop health and analyze vast amounts of data in seconds. With the ever-growing amount of data in every industry, the need to safeguard and manage the sensitive data has increased dramatically. Many countries are already implementing strict regulations, a trend that is likely to continue into the foreseeable future. Today, there are privacy concerns with respect to who receives the data and what is done with it. However, in the coming years, we could see an increase of decentralized technology adoption of protocols such as the IOTA Tangle protocol, which enhances data security, integrity, and privacy for machine-to-machine communication. This, however, deserves a video of its own.
Okay, this is what is going to happen. The technology, lot of things are going to happen. Because as you have seen the video, everything will be smart city now, smart society. So we should be ready for this. So you see just a animated picture where we are going to have data everywhere. Okay, surrounding us, it is just like it will be moving. Okay, so we should be ready for that because we are going to use the wireless communication. It may be through that satellite communication or through my mobile data. Okay, now 4G or 5G, whatever you are going to use. So everything is going to change their life. You are doing this. So we should be ready for that. Okay, so the technology is going to help us a lot. As an engineer or faculty member, we should be ready for this because everywhere this internet of everything. Okay, whether it's a people, things, data, so the process is going to happen. People to people or machine to machine or people to machine. Okay, these network connections are going to help this. The paradigm of internet of everything is advancing toward enriching lives, okay, by adding value to internet of things. With connections among the people, process data, okay, everything is going to happen. So we should be ready for this. And as you see the IoT, there also people should think, okay, what has happened is, olden days, it was internet of people to internet of things. Because for example, those days we are using an email. Okay, I have to type an email by hand, which will be received in the other party. That was there. But now, as I told you, when I want to switch on or like I told you, like light sensor, there will not be human interface. Okay, will not interfere there. Everything will be automatic. Simple example, this light sensor I told you. So there will be a light sensor which will automatically switch on the light or automatically switch off the light. So it is going to happen. This Internet of Things is going to happen here like this. Okay, so we should be ready for this. It's a plan to connect things using the same medium. Whatever we are using, the same thing we are going to use. And the evolution, if you see, olden days we started with pre-internet. This is what I told you. Human to human was there. Fixed and mobile telephony was there. And we are using SMS. So slowly what happened? People started using email, information, internet, all these things we started using. Okay, people call this as smart networks. So slowly, the concept has changed. So we should be ready for that. One by one, it is changing. Okay. Then Web 2.0, that is WWW, I told you, email, information, entertainment was there. Then Web 2.0 concept came. So all we started using e-productivity, e-commerce, whatever you use like Internet of Services. We had all the Amazon, okay, or it may be like Flipkart. So nobody expected this. Olden days, I had to go to the market and I had to select the item and purchase. That was the day. If I want to get a watch or smartphone or anything like USB hard disk, I have to go. But now by sitting from my home, I can order. Okay, this is because of the internet technologies. So that's why they scale Internet of Services. Okay, in the even the shopping is going to change. Okay, I'll discuss that. Retail shopping is going to happen. Everything is automatically we are going to get that. Okay, Internet of People, social media, Skype, Facebook, YouTube. So slowly now it's changing to Internet of Things, machine to machine. That means identification, tracking, monitoring, metering, automation, actuation. Okay, all smart data, ambient context. This is going to help us. So we should be ready for this. Okay, this is what is happening. So this is what I want to say. Okay, even though many of you know, actually the definition people call like this. The Internet of Things, or we call IoT, is a technical concept that allows various digital and mechanical computing devices, humans with unique identifiers, objects, and even animals to stay connected. Okay, that is the advantage. Okay, to stay connected over a general platform in order to communicate and transfer data without any interactions between humans or computers, but with an IP protocol. Okay, that is, internet protocol, because for other branch people, this is going to be very much helpful network in case we are not studied. Like a telephone means I am dialing a mobile landline. Mobile means I am dialing a mobile number. Or if some letter has to come like a marriage greetings or New Year greeting has to come means I used to type in or write in the letter and post it in the post box. I'll be reaching the destination. Here you have to have the idea. Each computers or mobiles, you are all having some address, IP address we call Internet Protocol address. So it was olden days IPv4 we call. Now it is IPv6. Okay, IP version 4. Simply I can tell you IPv4. It is values vary from 0 to 255 hexadecimal value. So for example, it may be 192.168.5.85. Some number. It may be any number. It is 0 to 258, but 4 digit. Okay, totally. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, 0. That is some number, dot, number, dot, number, dot, number. So it is called IPv4. So wherever it has to reach, it will reach. And just for information about internet also, I want to say, don't think that everything will go as a packet. Okay, there is a concept like circuit switching, packet switching. Okay, don't need to worry. When the data are going, it will not go like a continuous thing. Like a train, it will not go. So it may be one group of things from here to US, it has to go something like www.google.com if I put. So some data may be going through UK and US. Some may be going through Malaysia, Philippines, and maybe using UK, US. So it is, we call technically there will be a device called router, which is going to route, or we call routing. Okay, route the packets. So wherever congestion is less, it will automatically take you to the IP address, whichever you are telling. And you have to remember that also, like there is something called domain name server, or we call DNS, which is going to convert whatever you type in the website. Usually we type www.google.com, www.natrrc.ac.in. But when I type this, that is domain name server will automatically convert that one to a, that is IP address, and it will take care. The signal will go in. That is separate area. How networking comes, I am sure computer people are knowing. I don't know instrumentation people, timing, honest place, that there is an IP address by which the signals are going to come. Everywhere we are going to use IP only. From my sensor, the data is going to a doctor who is at a remote place. Through the mobile, he can see it. Or it may be seen by the nurses in the hospital. So all these things like IP address will be following, it will be reaching there. So as I told you, it is all around us, constantly transmitting data and talking to other IoT devices, because everywhere we have. Okay, Whatever I told you, simple. Like a mobile, from my mobile, the data ECG signal is taken, simply I told you. Or when a car is going, I told you, it is going to see that and it is going to give some data which will be going to the cloud. Okay, everywhere the data will be there, which are all talking, which are all going to interact. Okay, the classification is going to happen. Okay, this is how you can think like this. In your body, you may be having ECG sensor or motion sensor or whatever, no issue. So you are going to have like this. Okay, you can have the thing like this. Okay, from body sensor are going to be there. So it is going to be connected through Wi-Fi or mobile data. Okay, through the internet. Somewhere in the place it is going to do the computation. Okay, this is what is repeating. Okay, this is what is happening. People connecting things and things connecting things also has come now. That is what I told you. Like it is going to use internet or Wi-Fi or 3G technologies. Okay, all networks are going to help you like anywhere, one to one, it will be communicating this one. So we should be ready for this. So many devices we are doing different types of sensor we do like, and hardware wise, many of you may be using Arduino, you may be using Raspberry Pi or whatever. Okay, different microcontrollers people are using. So different sensors are going to help us. Okay, different gauges. This is like a smartwatch I told you. Okay, so something it will be doing everywhere. It is going to help us. Lot of developments are coming. So lot of things are going to be connected. Okay, this is what is. Don't think that whatever we have developed is more, but we are going to have lot of changes are going to come everywhere. Because why I'm telling is learning opportunity. If you are electronics or instrumentation or communication or electrical or computer or IT or civil or mechanical, all the branch students are going to have lot of opportunity. Okay, it may be industrial to have smart meters, warehouse sensing, manufacturing control, climate control, automotive, parking, traffic flow, anti-theft location, environmental, okay, species tracking, weather prediction, resource management, agriculture, crop management, soil analysis, okay, like military, resource allocation, threat analysis, troop monitoring, as I told you, medical, wearable devices, implanted devices, telehealth services, retail also product tracking, inventory control, focus marketing, consumers we can host smart home control, lighting, security, comfort, optimize energy use, maintenance, everything. Because I told you optimize energy use. Okay, that means usually sometimes I switch on the bathroom light and I switch off. I will not switch off. Okay, some outside light, okay, veranda light. So these are all things are there. But now very simple. People are going to have different sensors. Whenever I'm going to go there, light will switch on. So whenever come out, switch off. So we are going to save a lot of energy, okay, electricity. So whatever you go for smart, we are going to gain a lot. Okay, everybody is going to get a lot of benefits. Okay, because these type of multi-sensory, okay, extended reality is going to come where fully immersive experience with internet of 6 senses: mind, smell, sight, taste, touch, and sound. Okay, many fields people are having these type of technologies coming. Hyperloops, okay, super speed ground level transportation system in which people could travel in a hovering pod inside a vacuum tube at speeds of highest 760 miles per hour. That means 1220 kilometers per. So different countries, lot of inventions are going on, lot of research are going on. Even we may be having this type of urban air mobility. Okay, the electric power transportation, okay, which takes advantage of uncultured, cluttered, low altitude, okay, 500 to 5,000 feet ground airspace to take 1 to 5 passengers cargo to destination of 5 to 50 miles. Okay, this smart society, we are going to see many things are going to come. Okay, as I told you, this type of drone swarms also, okay, where these drones that are fully autonomous and self-aware and operate as a pack. So it is can take decisions based on the changing environment, allocate tasks to one another, independent of a human intervention. That is very important. You have to see this, okay, independent of human interventions. Okay, we are going to see this. So this type of lot of things IoT is going to come everywhere. The automatic control is going to happen. Okay, even the 6G I told you, okay, it is in the very good research. It may take 10 more years. Okay, but just example, final thing I can say, like The mobility 500 kilometer per hour, it is going to change like 1000 kilometer per hour. Peak data rate may be 1000, that is 20 gigabits per second in 5G. We are going to have 1 terabyte per second. So we can change a lot of things, okay, with our technology eligibility we are all having. Whatever knowledge we have is enough. You are going to use, okay, you may be using Arduino or Python programming or Raspberry Pi or whatever. Okay, the technology is going to help us. Okay, if you see the 6G, I told you, they are expecting around 2030. Okay, within 10 years, lot of things are happening. But sometime it may be very quick also. And we are going to have this type of connected homes. Okay. And people started telling this type of smart cities. Okay, with more than 50,000 inhabitants, no traffic lights. Okay, many cities will connect services, utilities, roads to the internet. So the smart cities will manage their energy, materials flows, logistics, traffic, everything it will take care. Okay, no need to have separately like traffic controller, traffic, what is it, policeman. So everything it is going to, because nowadays you can see a lot of cameras, okay, a lot of things have come. So many automatic things have come. So progressive cities such as Singapore, Barcelona, okay, they're all implementing many new data-driven services. Like intelligent parking, you might have heard. Okay, like when I go to some of the like tourist spot, we find it very difficult to park the vehicle. But now, just I can leave the car, automatically the car will make it parking. Everything it is taking care. Okay, even the smart trash collections, as I told you, intelligent lighting. We are going to discuss in detail. But what I want to again repeat is, this is extending the network of sensor technology. Okay, whatever name you say, it is going to use the sensor technology and working on the data platform, which will be the core for connecting the different technology projects, adding future services based on data analytics and predictive modeling. So you are going to use a sensor, which already you are all doing. You might have done for biomedical, we might have discussed a lot of medical sensor, okay, like transducers, or you may be having electrodes, lot of things we discuss in the instrumentation we might have studied. But now all those things are going to be changed as smart sensors we are going to use. So those days we used to do by hand, okay, connect these things, connect to the cable. But now everything is going to come like automatic. So, okay, the sensors are going to do, and the AI is going to take the decision making. Okay, that is why I told you, it may be artificial intelligence or machine learning or deep learning. So it will be doing the programming. So it is going to decision making. Simple example, I told you again, I am repeating. The first initially I was telling you about the car, where we are going to have like red or yellow or green signals. Whatever is there, there's camera, video camera is going to capture, it is going to send the data to somewhere. Okay, we don't know where it is. Okay, it is going to send the data to cloud, where the cloud computing is happening. Computing means all the calculation where this AI is going to help us. Okay, this beyond the driving cost, AI can learn from previous situations to provide input and automate complex feature decisions, making it easier and faster to arrive at concrete conclusions based on data and past experiences. Okay, that is what is happening. Okay, this type of artificial intelligence system using natural language processing, ontologies, and reasoning can be effective in gathering and extracting information from large data sources and has the ability to identify the cause and effect in the data. So these knowledge processing systems, through the process of learning, identify relationship and connection between the database, which help fulfill the role of like marketing companies through effectively aiding the market segmentation, measurement of performance while reducing the cost and improving accuracy. Whichever field you do, smart field, smart cities, everything is using, maybe related to retail marketing, or it may be related to energy. Everywhere we are using this. Okay, this type of smart home is going to become. Okay, I told you same concept. Okay, like lighting is there. Okay, there may be lights, speakers whenever somebody wants, window shades. Okay, everywhere. laptop, TV, tablets, everything, whatever you are there, if you are using, it will be there. I don't know how many of you have observed the smart TVs, whatever we are using nowadays in our homes. So just leave it for 10, 15 minutes. Maybe some setting may be there in your TV. So when you are coming out, if nobody is there in front of it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes like that, some setting, so automatically it will off the monitor will be off. Okay, these things long time back people have done. So here, so there may be video camera, you can see here. Okay, the garbage door, when it is coming, I'm coming, automatically it may open. Or refrigerator, lights, okay, irrigation systems, thermostat, smart alarm, okay, every exterior lighting, everything can be controlled. As I told you, automatic, or you have like a this type of tablet will be there. I told you in the hotel, okay. Similarly, just you can do this also. So as I told you, you will be having a Wi-Fi or router, or you may be having a mobile data. So automatically everything take care. This type of home automation will be there, which is going to be there in the society. So that's why people call even the smart, okay, egg tray. Okay, these are all concept of smart. Okay, smart city or smart society, or people are going to have smart homes, even smart egg tray. Okay, so which is going to tell you how many eggs are you have got. Okay, in case it is bad, also it will give. Okay, that type of sensors. Or if its number is less, it may give alarm or light. Okay, like this smart washing machines. Smart Activities is the first digital company washing machine designed to be integrated in smart ecosystems covering a wide range of use cases. Okay, so many are there, many. Okay, like smart lighting, I told you, control your bulbs at a one time or all together. Okay, even you can find the just right shade. Okay, white. Pick the perfect tone to match the moment or recreate the color from your photo. Everything is possible nowadays. The smart easy already is there in the society. Okay, so budget, location, schedule, and usage to automatically maintain the perfect temperature and maximize savings for your home. So all are there. You have to think which field I want to work. See, even the smart sleeping system. Visualize your sleep cycles, understand what wakes you up, and compare the nights. So from the palm of your hand, you can control your personalized wake up, fall asleep programs. So many are there. You can think this. This is what is smart weather station. So these type of weather stations allow you to use indoor temperature, relative humidity, and COT readings to live in a healthier home. Similarly, smart slow cooker. Okay. Just I want to expose you in the smart society, what are things will be there. Many will be there. These are even the houses you may be having. Enjoy remote access to all your slow cookers functions, no matter where you are. Okay. This is what one time I was reading. Okay, smart garbage. Okay, there was cans. So which is going to be emptied. Whenever it is going to be emptied, it will give something, some signal. Okay. Similarly, smart gardening is happening. Okay, which gives the data on plants and conditions surrounding them for better gardening. So many things are happening in the world. Already many people already done. And so we should develop, or we should try to implement slowly in our places. Like IoT for healthcare. Okay, this is also possible. Okay, we have to start doing this. Industrial use, smart industry. Okay, IoT for industrial. So we have to start using, okay, smart homes, everything, whatever we discussed. This is what I told you already, smart cities. So we are going to use all these technologies with us, okay, where we are going to help all this electronics, instrumentation, computers field, communications, everything. Okay, AI, big data, all these things are going to help us. Agriculture, we just now we saw even the video you might have seen. Okay, people use this type of drone, or we are using this. Even I don't know how many of you are aware of this, like farming. Okay, there will be a sensor. Now what we are doing, whenever I want to have water, so we have to switch on the like sprinkler or whatever you have, you are using this. But what is going to happen is we are going to have like sensors which you are going to keep in your mud. Okay, soil it will be there. So it is going to analyze the soil condition. In case if it is dry with certain limit, it is going to give a command to the actuator. That means that will actually open this sprinkler. So water will be on. So then automatically switch off. So no need to have human intervention. That is what is happening nowadays. A lot of things are happening in different areas. Especially if you see the smart society, you are going to have this type of even small supply chain. Okay, logistics people are doing like lot of courier or lot of parcels are going by train or by van or by like even flight or by ship. Okay, this supply chain is happening. I'll show you one or two examples later. Even the retails is happening. Okay, especially whenever you are going for the shop. So olden days we have to go and pick up one by one. Then slowly we started telling by over phone. So now even just we go there and find out. But we are going to have just you can see select that item. Okay, by sitting from my home itself, you can select. So click like add to cart like that. You will be making. So automatically the item will be there because they have lot of inventory also, smart inventory. Even the shops, no need for them to put it in the computer. Okay, it was 10 numbers was there. Okay, now only five more has to be filled up. Everything that is going to be automated. So you can ask your students to do project in any of these areas. Okay, like transportation, I told you. Okay, I'll show you one more pictures in the transportation. This is what I told you, like smart grid. It may be wind energy or solar energy or thermal energy. Everywhere we are using a solar sensors, which is going to be useful. Okay, everywhere. Okay, this type of sensors will be there. Automatically, it will distribute these things. Okay, so the same like solar power, hydraulic power, thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, factories, smart houses. Okay, this type of society we are going to see everywhere smart grid. I told you electric vehicles. So we should be ready for this. Okay, smart societies, cities, offices, homes, everywhere it is going to be like this. Even wearables we are going to have. In my body, I am going to have something. Okay, ear wearing, smart socks. Okay, smart watches. I told you, portable chargers. Okay, fitness bands, wearable eye gear. So we are going to have everything automatically take care. Okay, from my body, it may take automatically measure and it may be informing to the doctor. I may not know that. I may not see the values also. So whenever I have some issue, I may not know about me, but the doctors or some nurses who is going to monitor about me, they may get it alarm. So they may call me immediately and tell me, okay, sir, I think they have some problem. Okay, or medicines, example I'm telling. So something I may get from my alarm, from my watch. Okay, take your medicines now. Okay, everything, there may be automatic thing may come. Okay, so we should be ready for that. As a faculty member, we should think how I can use it for my research purpose. How I can develop this. Okay, whatever is existing, you have to improve. I told you like a electric charger, if it is taking 5 minutes, you try to do within 30 seconds. That is a research. Okay, you can do PhD or you can do, in case you have completed PhD, you can do something, get project and apply, or you can do some project with your new institution, whether polytechnic or technical. So this is how it is going to happen. So we should be ready. Okay, whether blood pressure nanosensor or pulse oximetry nanosensor, no issue. Procedure is same. Okay, through IoT connector, industry internet of things. Whatever you do, the same process is going to happen. Okay. So simple, you can observe this. Okay, IoT transportation, I told you before. So there may be a vehicle. Okay, fleet vehicles are there. It may be moving. So it is going to collect the informations. There may be sensors is going to collect. It will be transmitting the information to a remote place. So you can find out the location of the vehicle, vehicle metrics, driver behavior, how many hours and miles driven. Okay, what you can do. Okay, the data will be secured and it will be processed here. Okay. So then web service, mobile service, accessible reports anytime. Okay, somebody from remote place, the owner can do at a remote place, or if they find out something, they can communicate to the driver. Okay, this is what is going to happen. Whatever I told you, whether it's for health or transport, everything is there. So it may be common for all the things, whatever you call it, smart cities or smart societies is going to be same. Okay, even for the buses, Karnataka, they made it. Okay, smart kick-off bus trackers, tracking that they have done it. A lot of tracking. Okay, same picture. You can see the same thing. Okay, in the vehicle, when you are going to use, people may be using something like a satellite. Okay, GPS satellite will be used. So through the cell tower, it may be reaching to the people. There may be a cloud server. Okay, there may be flight manager or owner who will be tracking the vehicles and assets via any interconnected device. So this is how it is happening. People will be accessing on themselves. Automatically, it will be monitored. Those days, somebody should be there to monitor. But now everything is there. Okay, it will be monitored. So what happens is those days it was RFID. Then we had slowly smart devices came. In 2020, all this physical things are everything was there. Now in this 2020s, we have all these things. What I told you: cloud platform, big data analytics, mature of IoT applications with actionable informations, multimodal fusion and intelligent data processing, enhanced cellular wireless communications for IoT, operations, use cases, commercial services, applications. So many standards have come. Okay, whatever is there, so that same communication technology instrumentations. Okay, so very well, whatever you call smart societies, I told you, smart health or smart living or smart energy or smart cities, smart transport, smart buildings. Okay, sensors, as I told you, it may be micro sensors or nano sensors or biosensors or lab on chips, actuators, all these things will be used. And sensor networks, I told you, knowledge creation, future networks. Okay, whatever you are having already, you are going to use these things. So all these things combined: smart living, smart industry, smart building, smart energy. Everywhere we are going to use. Okay, like smart buildings. Okay, you are telling your house, thermostat will be there, HVAC will be there, lighting, presence of sensors, lockers, actuators, meters, smart plugs. Okay, so smart energy, if you see, voltage, power sensors, meters and breakers, fault detections. Smart cities, we discuss a lot. Okay, lighting, water management, monitoring, security, traffic control. Health also. Okay, people monitoring, biosensors, probes, remote health. So again and again, if you see, all these things are used. But technically, if you see, different fields. You take infotainment or communication, what we use, security, energy, transportation, health. So different areas we are having the applications. So we have to be ready for that. We have to make our students to use these things. Generally, we call this as an architecture. Okay, I told you already. Okay, all these things, IoT sensors, RFID, or other sensors, GPS, smart device, everything is sensing and identification we are using. So network, I already told you. Okay, internet or WLAN or WMAN or WPAN. Information processing, we are having data centers, smart decisions automatically obtained, info security, data mining, we may be using AIVA or that is AI, machine learning, MI, machine learning, ML, or somebody using DL or deep learning, and we have all the applications. So same concept, you have to recall, that's all. Okay, so as I told you, you may be using any of these things, Arduino or Raspberry Pi or Intel Galileo or Black. So any of the hardware device you can do, any of the sensors, because different groups are there. I want to take you to general things. Okay, any of the sensors people can do. Okay, temperature, humidity, or photodiode sensors, pressure or gas concentration. Any wherever you use, we are going to use this. Okay, as it is related to smart city, just get an idea. Different people are giving different websites. Okay, different definitions in the Wikipedia. You see, okay, they generally summarize as a smart city is an urban area that uses different types of electronic data collection sensors to supply information, which is used to manage the assets and resource efficiency. Okay, like that they give. Okay, different people are giving. There is no universal definitions. Okay, so anything you can put. Okay, it varies from city to city, country to country, depending on the level of development, willingness to change and reform, resources and aspiration to city resistance. So the country-wise, it may be different country, different things are there. But what ultimately we want as a smart city, okay, maybe you can take like Mission or whatever they want to do or objectives. So they want efficiency of services should be there. To optimize the use of public resources and provide a high level of citizen services. Okay, this is what is expected. Whatever I tell, okay, these are the objectives should be there. They want to do the smart cities. All over the world, they define whatever definition they give. Okay, there is no universal definitions, but we want to do efficiency of services. We want to have sustainability. We want to have mobility. We want to have safety and security. We want to have the economic growth and city reputation. Okay, efficiency of services, I told you, to optimize the use of public resources and provide a high level of citizen services. Sustainability, to grow and develop the city with strong consideration to environmental impact. Okay, you have to take care because now everywhere pollution. Okay, you have to make environmental pollution. So reduce the car. Okay, that is vehicles. Okay, you can use anything, electric, or you can use some of the drone. Okay, many may be using battery operated. Okay, you have to plan. Okay, whatever, wherever possible, smart. Okay, so mobility, to make it easy for the citizens, workers, and visitors to move around in the city, whether by foot, bike, car, public transport, etc. Okay, any of the things, okay, regardless of any transportation, you have to think how people can move. Okay, there should be very easy things. There should not be traffic congestion. That is why automatic things is going to come. Okay, automatically the vehicles will go. Like nowadays, we are very happy. Okay, like smart city, we are having that even when we go some the 4-way or 6-way lane, the main roads. Okay, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, they are connected. Really, it's useful. Even though we pay toll, because the toll gate is helping us, the FASTag. Okay, this is one simple, without human interaction. Olden days, we have to pay the money and they have to open these things. But the FASTag automatic is do. Unfortunately, what I found is I think 2014 when I was in Malaysia. So even from the long distance when I travel, the car used to open the gate. Okay, the car I travel, automatically open, close. It was very fast. But here many times the sensors I observed, it's not working well. I have to wait there and the person is coming physically and showing the sensor device and they are touching, then only it's open. Okay, even lot of improvements has to be done. Safety and security, to improve the public safety and security in everyday life and at special events, as well as being possibly prepared for emergencies and disorders. I'm really happy about the nowadays CCTV cameras. So people are able to find out a lot of things. Okay. Only one thing what is happening now, people or police people are manually checking all those things. But in future, assume all our hands, because already all our Aadhaar card we have given our fingerprints. Okay. So if somewhere some theft is happening, so automatically the fingerprints, because everywhere camera is going to be there. Maybe they may do something like fingerprint may be taken. So automatically they may find out. Or based on other things, because nowadays like face recognition, like lot of things are coming now. Even though they put mask, they can find out lot of technique. So lot of security safety is going to come. The economic growth to attract business, investors, citizen investors. Smart cities means more people will come, more industry will be coming there. And the reputation of our city also will be there to constantly improve the city's image and reputation. Okay, so you have to have successful smart city projects, regardless of the core objectives, will help cities get closer to their ultimate goal to improve the overall quality of life, or in smart city in terms of livability. So we have to see that, okay, many projects, many technologies people are doing, okay, but everywhere, as I told you, IoT sensors, connectivity and data. These three only. IoT sensors, we are going to use sensors. I told you for connectivity, we are going to use mobile data or Wi-Fi data, your VSAT, whatever you are using. And data. Yes. When I'm going to do something like a watch, you are going to see a lot of data that is going to be there. Okay, these things are going to help us a lot. So you may be having, okay, a lot of experts are going to discuss. It may be like smart waste management, smart parking solutions, smart building automation systems, smart public safety security. So all these things people are doing, many people are already in the process should be ready for this. Okay, this is what like society I told you. You should be ready for this type of societies. Okay, they call like social 5.0 or society 5.0. Okay, which is going to address the challenges in focus area of energy value chains, new manufacturing systems, integrated community care, hostel systems, intelligent transportations, system global environment, smart food chain systems, resilience against natural disaster, infrastructure maintenance, renewals of new services. So like this, many are there. We are going to have the society 5.0 characteristics like which will be achieved through the merger of cyberspace and physical space. Okay, this is what is going to happen. Which is going to provide goods and services that granularly address manifold latent needs, regardless of region, age, gender, language, or any other limitations to achieve economic growth while simultaneously overcoming societal changes. So bring about human centered society in which people can lead high quality lives, full comfort and vitality. Okay, so like this, many are going to come. Okay, a lot of hardware things will be there. I think I'll skip it. Okay, we are going to have all the latest things. Just to tell you, I can show you only one before closing. Just see the video. This is what I told you. Simple thing which you can recognize. Okay. Instead of having all these 12 lead systems.
The UCSF Medical Center hooked up to a 12 lead EKG. Now I'm going to compare the results of this test versus the 1 lead EKG on the Apple Watch. If I look at my apps now, I'll notice that there's now an EKG app, these squiggly lines over here, and it's pretty simple to use. I just put my finger on the digital crown and it starts taking the EKG, counts down for about 30 seconds.
So no need to go to the technician, sit with us. That is
It actually shows it live as it's happening.
anyway, this is for testing. She is doing both.
So we see that you have two narrow beats and intermittent. You have this wider early beat. That one right there. That one right there.
But
Normal
this is
and
going to get
early
the signal automatically to the doctor. Okay, who is at a remote place.
that matches what we see on
So
the
this type
digital.
of smart healthcare, smart city or
Normal
smart
and early
society
and
we are going to see.
So this would be really useful to screen for this or to have the first understanding that you have these early beats. It wouldn't tell us precisely where in the heart, apart from the fact that it's coming from the lower chamber. Whereas this 12 lead EKG that gives us essentially a fuller picture can tell us precisely where in the lower chamber it's coming from.
And am I going to die? Is something wrong with me?
You are not going to die. These early beats are very common. In some people, they can lead to problems in the long term.
But let's take a look at how this actually works on the Apple Watch. An update to watchOS gave users access to 2 FDA-cleared features on the Apple Watch, an irregular heart rhythm notification and an EKG app exclusive to the Series 4, both of which could warn users of potentially life-threatening heart conditions. Heart rate is not new to the Apple Watch or wearables in general.
So the optical sensor on fitness trackers or smartwatches essentially uses changes in light that is reflected based on the pulse.
When the heart beats and more blood is pumped into the vessels, more light gets absorbed. Between beats, when there's less blood, more light gets reflected back into the receivers. The Apple Watch also uses this optical sensor to measure heart rhythm and alerts users when the pattern suggests atrial fibrillation, a heart condition which can increase your risk of stroke and other serious heart complications.
So the heart rate is the frequency of the heartbeat over time. It doesn't tell you anything about the pattern of those beats. The rhythm has more to do with the relative spacing of those beats.
But to get a definitive diagnosis, the doctor needs more information.
We would want to have an electrical confirmation of a diagnosis of atrial fibrillation before we decide on acting on that and not base it in general on the pulse recording alone.
That's where the EKG comes in. The EKG, or electrocardiogram, uses electrodes to measure the electrical activity that results from each expansion and contraction of the heart. The Apple Watch has 1 electrode on the back crystal and 1 electrode on the digital crown. Place your finger on the digital crown to close the circuit and stay still for 30 seconds to get a read.
So that's creating the same sort of connection between your left arm and your right arm.
But the results from the single lead EKG on the Apple Watch, which users can share as a PDF with their doctors, gave Dr. Marcus enough information to detect my early heartbeat and could help doctors reach a diagnosis sooner.
And so there's this hope that we might detect those people who otherwise didn't know they had atrial fibrillation and then treat them appropriately. The flip side is that we recognize there's a risk of false positive results.
The Apple Watch is the only direct-to-consumer device with a built-in EKG. But there are other devices like the Cardioband that let you take an EKG outside the doctor's office. Apple Watch competitors like Garmin and Fitbit are also working to improve their heart rate monitoring as more tech companies focus on healthcare as a way to breathe new life into wearables. I probably don't have AFib, but I would have never known about my early heartbeat without an EKG. And now I might just have to pay another visit to Dr. Marcus to get it checked out.
Okay, this is what is happening. We are going to have this type of things in future. So we should be ready for this. Okay, lot of changes are going to happen. Just see many changes are going to come. Okay, the revolution is going to change the thing. Okay, whatever we are here. So it is going to change this industry 4.0 is going to change that. So then we are going to have society 5.0. Okay, well, like car, I told you. Okay, all the cars are going to be like become computers on wheels. And the tech players move into automotive sector to leverage their existing capabilities. Data analytics, automotive drive systems, industrial design, drivetrain, entertainment, apps, and so all these things are going to happen. Okay, all the social things are going to be there. So we should be ready for this. So thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. And anyway, because of very less time, I have to cover quickly. But I want to tell you all something like a technology, what is going around this. So thank you for your patient hearing. So if you have any doubt, please ask me. So whatever is there, I can support to you. So you can contact me. Maybe I think your name is there. If you have any basic doubts, please ask me now. Otherwise, you can contact me through my WhatsApp. So maybe I can give my number so you can note down, or you can mail me, or better, you can contact me through my WhatsApp. So whatever support you need, I can give us. Any questions now from any of the participants? Anyway, you are going to have lot of information this week. I'm very happy that I was able to give like overall things what is happening. Okay, this is what is happening like that. So individually you can discuss with your experts, and I have given my number also. You can see that. So you can note down. So whatever you want, you can ask me, or my suggestion. My as a youngsters, some of you are there. My request is try to think that this type of technologies are there. Try to give to your students. Okay, if you feel as a projects, whether it's a diploma or engineering college, no issue. All these things are going to be used by all the people now. Okay, be ready for this. So wish you all the best. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Now I request the
for
professors to have any
implementation.
questions with
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
The principal, sir, please, sir.
Thank you, Professor. Thanks
Thank-
for
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, madam.
Dear professors, please open up yourself, and now the time is for question and answers.
Okay, madam. Thank you. I'll start.
Ah, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I deem it a great honor to propose the vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making this FDP smart city and smart society. First of all, I would like to propose the vote of thanks to our resource person, Dr. G. Kulandevel, head of the department in Electrical, Electronics and Communication Engineering, National Institute for Technical Teachers Training and Research, Chennai, for excellent lecture about IoT and its applications with many examples and making this session interesting and valuable. I would like to express my gratitude towards the management, and I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. A. Shankar Subramanian, and our HOD, Dr. K. Indra Devi. And we also acknowledge our gratitude all faculty members. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
And dear professors, we'll join for the afternoon session by 2 o'clock. Thank you for your participation for the wonderful session by Dr. G. Kulandavel, sir. And sir has many inputs, insights also for eager professors who are doing their PhD are yet to do their the topics are choosing. And he has enlightened many insights, what areas or research areas also sir has enlightened for us. I think this is the time for us to rethink and modelize our life. And thank you, sir. Thank you on behalf of self and the college and Department of ICE. We are wholeheartedly thankful to you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Once again, let me inform to you. Kindly cooperate with us. Today 3:30, we have feedback session with the questions, 10 questions, but today is now the session and afternoon session also, 5 questions from each session. Kindly attend that feedback for considering your attendance for today's sessions. 3:30 to 4:30. And before 5:30, kindly share with us. And let me take your attendance from the feedback link. And again, I'm informing to you, the feedback link will be posted in the chat box of the sessions, not in the WhatsApp group. Kindly cooperate with me. Thank you. And we will join for the afternoon session at 2 o'clock. Thank you all.